Yo, what's going on? What's going on, good people? Peace and love, peace and love, peace and love. Happy Tuesday. Happy Tenacious and Truthful Tuesday. Listen, what a difference 24 hours makes. I am not 100%, but I am now a lot better than I was yesterday, man. Yesterday was freaking tough. Yesterday was tough. Yesterday was a little bit scary. I was freaking hot flashes, cold flashes, man. At one point, I was like, I'm dying. This is it. It's over, man. It's over. At one point yesterday, I was like, yo, if this is how it ends, this is how it ends, man. Like, the people who I love know I love them. And yeah, man, but it was crazy yesterday. Couldn't make some meetings. Um I couldn't even look at the fucking phone, like to open the message, to send a message. I had to send a voice note. Open the phone, 1 hour half open, scroll, hit the voice note, send it. I slept most of yesterday. But this is the body needs, man. I feel a lot better today. Thanks to Mona Love coming over last night, man, late night to take care of me, make me some tea, and just love me, man. Her presence, her energy is so loving and so nurturing. Yeah, today we feel better, not 100%, right? The sounds, heard the ambulance earlier outside my window. Sounds still like fucking spiked my headache. Still got a little headache. Not as bad as yesterday though. Like I can open my eyes, all right, without a problem. Right, my body still feels a little heavy. I'm probably gonna eat today earlier than I would normally eat. I'm probably gonna eat right after the show. Eat and lay down some more. Eat some cereal. Lay down some more, man. Listen to my body. All right. But yeah, grateful, man. Grateful for healing. Right. Grateful for progress, and I owe it a lot. I owe a lot of it to my mindset, right? My mindset, even though like yesterday I had a scary moment, like yo, I'm fucking cold. I got these cold flashes. My feet are cold. My hands are cold. Anything could be going on, right? Anything can happen. At no point did I say SICK, right? Like this is what I'm experiencing. This is what I'm feeling. My body feels this, right? I learned that a couple years ago, right? Actually, a while ago. Don't claim what you don't want, right? Like describe the symptoms, describe what you're feeling, but don't claim that what you don't want to happen. So I never say I'm SICK. Some people might say it, and I correct them immediately. No, I'm not. I'm not feeling my best right now. Right, my nose is bothering me, my throat is bothering me, right, my head is bothering me, my mouth, whatever it is, I'm going to describe the symptoms of what's happening. And that's a tip for today. That's a tip for you guys, right? Like that's a tip for the world. I am is the most powerful thing. I am healing. I am whole. I am getting better, right? I am in the process of healing. Never claim what you don't want. Like truly, like life and death is held in the power of the tongue. We hear it in so many different ways. And I just want to remind you guys that it matters, right? And encourage you guys to like be more descriptive with your words, be more conscious of how you speak to yourself and about yourself, right? But again, today we feel a lot better. I'm grateful, right? Grateful to myself, grateful to my ancestors, grateful to the universe, and of course, grateful to Kimona. She came over last night, man, ready to do whatever. She wanted to watch, do my laundry for me. I was like, nah, I can get it done today or tomorrow. Shit, I got clothes, right? Like, so I want to get it done today, but I might not have the strength to do it today. I might do it tomorrow in the rain when I'm really feeling better. Because yeah, my head, I heard the fucking ambulance earlier, and I was contemplating going outside, getting some sunlight, but I heard the fucking ambulance, man, and that shit spiked my headache so quick, and I was like, ooh, no, I'm not going outside, at least not now. Maybe later. I'm gonna nap some more. We see how it feels. But again, I feel already a lot better, and I'm sure I'll feel better throughout the day, especially after I eat some cereal with a banana in it, put some sun butter in it, some flax seeds, right? I'm sure. I think I got flax seeds, chia seeds, hemp seeds. I got something in there. But yeah, we're gonna feel better. We're gonna get right. Yo, Eddie Kruger, what's going on? Yo, SCFL, saving cash for later. What's going on, my brother Mona Love? I love you too. Thank you so much for the love. Sefu Sankofa, peace and love. Peace and love. Thank you for tuning in, my brother. Yo, listen, so let's get the show started with our first segment of the day. Once again, I'm your boy, your host, LaShawn Sugary Marston. You're tuned into SRDaily, episode 455 episodes in, Tuesday, September 16, 2025. Listen, we're going to start with our word of the day. It's brother. Today's word of the day is brother. Brother is defined as a man or boy in relation to other sons and daughters of his parents. The term brother primarily refers to a male sibling who shares one or both parents, with another person. However, its meaning extends to a broader sense of kinship and belonging, including a male related by common interests, a close friend who is like family, a fellow member of a group or organization such as a church, a fraternity, or profession, or a member of the human race in general. Now, that's today's word because I got goosebumps, man. Today is my cousin's birthday, Chris. But Chris is more like my brother than he is my cousin. I call Chris bro cuz. He is my first childhood friend. I'm 2 years older than him, right? So my sisters, but they were older than me. So my first childhood friend is Chris, man. He turns 39 years old today, September 16th. That is my fucking guy. I love that guy. Like with my whole heart, man. My whole heart. Like he's the first person that freaking reenacted scenes from movies with, right? We used to reenact scenes from Ghostbusters. We used to reenact wrestling moves together, man. Like we've been through so many stages together, from again living in the same house as children to when my mom moved to Queensbridge, right? And his mom was already living in Queensbridge, right? Like same block, right? Same blocks. Time at his house, time at my house, playing all of the video games together, all of the late nights, all of the early mornings. His dad was the boxer, Kevin. When we went into the ring holding a belt, my uncle had 3 belts at the same time, and we each had a belt going into the ring, right? Times in Far Rockaway and Hamill's projects, right? Late nights, early mornings, man, riding go-karts, riding four-wheelers. Like that is my fucking guy. I love that guy. My whole heart. Like he saved my life a few times too, man. Like he saved my life a few times coming out of prison, changing my life, not knowing where my next dollar will come from. Committed though to not going back to selling drugs, not going back to robbing people. Committed to not doing any of that shit. I'll hit him up. Yo, I need to borrow $300. I need to borrow $500. I need to borrow $100. And he will come through and give it to me, man. But more than the money, it was his presence. It was his listening ear as I'm going through a separation, as I'm going through a divorce, as I'm having challenges with my ex-wife. He was there to listen. Again, from youth to as adults, 2K. Chris was the first person when I came home from prison. He put me onto Netflix when I still had the DVDs, right? Chris showed me how to order fucking Domino's pizza on the internet. So mind you, I wasn't in jail for a long time, but a lot changed during my time in prison. I went to prison in 2004, came out in 2007. Not a long time, but it was a significant shift in internet usage. And so we used to, before I went to prison, order Domino's on the phone. I came out of prison, we sat in front of the house in South Jamaica, Queens, and ordered Domino's on a fucking computer. I was like, holy shit. Ordered a Netflix movie on a computer, right? It's Chris. Chris is my fucking guy, man. Like, I love that guy. He is such an amazing human being. He's such a loving human being. I love the man that he's become. I love what he's doing with his life, right? He is a U.S. Customs and Border Protection agent. He makes sure that there's no terrorists coming into the country, right? That's his work. Super powerful, super important, man. Again, he started at TSA and just kept climbing the ladder, kept climbing. And he's a pretty incredible human being. I really love that guy, man. So shout out to Chris. Shout out to my bro cuz. Happy birthday, brother. I hope that you enjoy this day. Please join me in wishing my brother, my cousin, a happy fucking birthday. 39 years old, last year of his 30s. I'm going to call him when the show is over, see what he's up to. He's probably somewhere fishing. He's become a fucking... I don't even know the word. He fishes a lot now, man. He fishes a lot. And he asked me to go with him. And I'm like, I can't go fishing with you, brother. That's not something I want to practice. That's not something I believe in. That's not something I want to do with my time is harm fish. Especially, I don't eat fish. I don't want to harm the fish just for fucking sport. But I love that he's following his call, right? We fished together as youth, right? We would go fishing. But yeah, so I love that guy, man. I really do. His heart is incredible. His mind is extremely powerful. He's a strong black man. Yeah, man, we've had a lot of growth together, right? From multiple women, right, to both at the same time wanting to settle down, wanting to make some changes, recognizing that our behaviors is just not what we wanted to keep doing. Things that we learned, things that we saw is not how we want to keep being, right? So like, yeah, man, that's my guy, man. Mona Love said, agreement 1, be impeccable with your word. I don't know what you mean, baby. I know that's the first agreement, but I don't know what you mean. I don't know why you said that. Talk to me. But yeah, let's move right along to our second segment of the day. Once again, happy birthday, Chris. Second segment, tragedy. Need to know news of the day. Mississippi State student Trey Reed found hanging from a fucking tree. Trey Reed found hanging from a tree. Mississippi State University. Let's pull up this article. Let's read. Delta State University, sorry. Delta State University. Delta State University has identified the person found on campus as DeMartravion Reed, a.k.a. Trey Reed, 21, a student of the university from Grenada. Our community is deeply saddened by this loss. We extend our heartfelt condolences to the families and friends of all those impacted. Delta State University Police Chief Michael Pilla said Reed was found just after 7 a.m. Monday, hanging from a tree on the central campus of DSU near the school's pickleball courts. Pending an investigation, further investigation, and also from the medical examiner's office. We won't have more information until that has been found. It says the Bolivar County Coroner's Office took Reed's body, and medical experts will determine what led to his death. The president said counselors and support services are available to students. The campus chapel was open for students and staff for prayer in this difficult time. And it said a prayer service was in the process of being planned. Listen, I'm having a tough time with my words because so this article didn't explicitly say it, but the other article I read, which I wasn't going to read from this morning, said there's no evidence of foul play. So they want to determine what led to his death. He's fucking hanging from a tree. He's fucking hanging from a tree. Hanging from a tree. Crazy. Rest in peace to Trey Reed. Now, I'm no expert. I'm no expert in matters like this. But I don't think someone can hang themselves from a tree. Possible, they can tie a rope to a tree, and then it's possible. It is absolutely possible. But we know in America, white people have been lynching black people for years. We know that. We know that it still happens today. That's our brother. That's our son. That's our nephew. That's our cousin. That's our beloved. Rest in peace, Trey Reed. Insane. Absolutely insane. Yeah, they said no foul play. That's one article I read. Said no foul play. Like even this article says they're going to determine what led to his death. Now, clearly it could have stabbed him, could have been poisoned and then hung. A lot of things could have happened before being hung. But being hung from a tree. And this is going to lead to later the build of the day, something I'm going to build on. A friend had a pretty terrifying experience in California a few days ago. But we're going to get to that. Insane. I don't even know how to move on from this shit, yo. Damn. Can't even imagine. Or like it would have to be tough getting any call that your child has passed away, that your child is dead, that your child has been killed. But to hear your child was found hanging from a tree. At school, at college, committed to getting an education and building a successful future, your child was found hanging from a tree. Listen, I'm getting a headache, a deeper headache just thinking about it, because what the fuck should we be doing? Damn. Listen, we're going to move on, right? We're going to move on to our third segment. Today's third segment, as always, is our tip of the day. And today's tip, shifting the energy a bit, is to let people love you the way they want sometimes, right? The way people want to love you, allow them to love you in that way, right? Get out of your own way. Slow down, be intentional, right? There's a few tips today. Slow down, be intentional. Get out of your own way, right? So, transparency. Last night, normally I don't like Kimona traveling past a certain time, right? Understanding, especially coming from Brooklyn, the A train, the F train. There'll be some people on the train who make things a little unsafe, right? It's not always safe at that time in the subways, all right. And so I normally, right, don't like her traveling at that time. But she said she really wanted to come be with me, and initially I was like, "Yo, it's late. You don't have to do that. Like, I'll be okay." But I felt her energy, and I knew that she really wanted to be there, and I knew that she might not sleep well if she wasn't there, because she would be thinking about me. And so I agreed with her traveling. Right? It wasn't like crazy late. It wasn't like midnight. Like 9:30. Right? 9:30, 9:45. So traveling through 10 something. Right? She got in like I think almost exactly at 11. Got to my crib. Right? Get out of my own way. Right? Like, trust the Spirit. Trust her awareness. Right? Trust Spirit, trust the ancestors, trust that she will travel safely, she will make it to me safely, and she did. And it was a beautiful time. I'm super grateful. We was able to laugh and talk, and again, she was able to just help me heal, right? Make some tea, and just her presence, her warm, loving presence definitely helped a lot. All right, so thank you for that. But yeah, get out of your own way, man. A lot of us, a lot of times, are in our own way. We're in our way. We're not allowing people to love us the way they want to, the way we deserve to be loved. Because sometimes we may feel like we don't deserve it. We feel like we don't deserve a certain type of love, right? We get accustomed to a certain type of love, right? We don't think there's anything else that exists for us or that's possible for us. Also, slow the fuck down. Slow down, be intentional, right? Be more intentional than you already are. All right, but let's move right along to our fourth segment of the day, build of the day. Now, this is where we're going to talk some more about racism and about bigotry, right? So now, what would you do? So a dear brother of mine, Al Canoe, I know, brother from Sierra Leone, powerful brother, powerful brother, great brother, brilliant brother, works in politics here in New York City. Known him for over 10 years now, about 15 years. I've known Al Canoe. I forgot how I even met him. I think he might have been working for excuse me. I think he might have been working for Leroy Comrie when he was when he was was he the assembly member or councilman? I can't even remember, because he's been a senator for a while now. But yeah, I've known Al Canoe for a while. Known him when he lost his daughter. All right. Yeah, we've been through some things together, side by side, during a lot of press conferences, side by side, during a lot of shooting responses. That's a dear brother of mine. So he and his wife Taylor, who I also know, beautiful woman, while celebrating their anniversary in California, had a pretty scary experience. Let's read. So this is September 14th, 12:14 a.m. He said, "This evening, Taylor and I stepped out in California to celebrate our anniversary. As we walked along the Pacific Coast Highway on our way to dinner, a car filled with young white boys sped past us, yelling out the window. While I couldn't catch every word, their shout sounded like racial slurs. A short distance later, before we reached the next block, a white couple approached us. They seemed uneasy, but were determined to speak up. They warned us not to continue further, explaining that a group of far right-wing protesters, racist, she added, up ahead would not like to see us and suggested we take a different route to stay clear of confrontation. Both Taylor and I were genuinely grateful for their courage in reaching out. Instead of trying to find an alternative way around, we decided to turn back completely. Safety felt more important than anything. As we retraced our steps, we could see the crowd beginning to gather just a short distance away. The ordeal left a deep mark on me. It struck me how quickly things might have escalated had we not been warned. Though I wasn't alive during the 40s or 50s, the fear and unease I felt tonight gave those dark times a vivid and unsettling reality. It was one of the most discouraging experiences I've had in America, a sobering reminder that this is not the country I once wanted to live in. Even so, I remain hopeful for what's ahead, determined not to accept that this is the only version of America we must inherit. I love forward to my next chapter. Imagine he wasn't warned. Imagine they didn't see that couple and they told him to turn around because there was a group of racists up ahead. What would have happened? And it's like there's some people who say they would have won anyway, right? And I'm like, you don't got to play hero ball, right? As tough as I am, I'm not that tough, right? Me and Kimona, we're turning around, right? We don't got anything to prove. Our life safety is way more important than anything. Two of us, no matter how tough we are, probably be hurt badly, right? If spared life, walking into a situation like that, right? Yeah, man, this is America. And as much as I love America, this is America. And shit like that happens as we see, as we know, as we're aware of. Yeah, that shit is. I read that post and I was sad. I was angry. All right. I was upset for him and his wife. They just wanted to celebrate their anniversary. And the group of people who hate didn't want to let that happen. All right. What do we do, guys? What can we do? What can we do? All right. I know that an injustice anywhere is a threat to justice everywhere. So if stuff like that happens in California, where else is it happening? If a brother is found hanging from a tree in Cleveland, where else is it happening? I mean, we've seen just in the last few years. We've seen shit, we've heard shit, we've read stories, we know of the stories. Brother found rolled up in a fucking gym mat. He didn't roll himself up in a gym mat. This brother found hanging from a tree, he didn't hang himself. There's been tons of people hung from trees. Tons of situations in the last few years. That's 100% black people being murdered by white people. What do we do? What can we do? What can we do? Does everybody get trained in martial arts? Does every black person carry a gun? What do we do? Because we have to defend ourselves. We have to protect ourselves. We have to protect our loved ones. And we cannot live in fear. We cannot live in fear in communities like where we live. We can't be in fear where we live. That's not a way to live. Damn. I'm choked up, guys. I don't even know what to say. I feel for my brother Al Cano. I'm actually gonna message him right now. I'm gonna send him a message. Peace, brother. I'm gonna send him a message, man. Sending love and good vibes. That gotta be scary, yo. Like, that has to be fucking scary. Like, it has to be scary. Like, I can't even imagine walking with your wife, group of white people in the car, yelling shit out the window, and then White couple approaches you, uneasy, says, hey, you don't want to go down that way. It's like a movie. This shit is like a fucking movie. You don't want to go down that way. Those people is a group of white people up there, and they wouldn't be happy to see you. Scary. Very, very scary, alarming, frightening. What do we do? I don't know. Please chime in. You have any thoughts of what we could do as a society, as brothers, as sisters? All right, what do we do? Do we, well, one, I think, is knowing the area that you're in, right? Whether you move there, you live there, or is you're vacationing, you're traveling, knowing the area that you're in, knowing what's going on in that area, knowing as much as you can what type of people live in that area, right? And it reminds me of when Kimona and I was hiking, right? And, you know, we went on the fucking longest path ever, 7.5 hour hike. And we ended up a few times on people's property that had Trump flags and, right? Thankful that nobody was sitting in front of their house. Somebody could have absolutely been sitting in front of their house with a gun, and we could have walked up and something bad could have happened. Something bad could have happened, right? Grateful, right? Even when, you know, the dog was on us, right? Pretty much chasing us as we walked. Person could have came out, see who their dog is barking at. So some black people, black man, black woman, right? We was 100% an all white town, all white people in that town, right? Even when we were walking on the fucking side of the road, all right? A few cars went by, like something bad could have happened, man. And like this shit is yeah, shit is real. I give thanks for safety. I'm glad that my brother Al Canoe and his wife are safe. I am heartbroken at the news of our young brother, Trey Reed, found hanging from a tree. Yeah, I just want to continue to be part of a solution and figuring out how do we move forward as a people in this country at this time when there are people who hate us simply because of the color of our skin, because of the power of our minds, because of the resilience of our spirit. They can't stand us. They want to see us dead. So tough, so tough, so tough. That fool said we share our experiences and resources on self-defense. Yes, I need to get better at letting people love me. Yes, you do, brother. You're doing a good job, though. But if that's how you feel, yes. Mona says, a lot of folks hide because of social backlash, but in this political climate, they're showing the true color of their necks. Absolutely. I want to see black people realize the gameplay, energy harvesting. Word, teach self-defense, awareness, weapons training, arm ourselves with knowledge. Yes, 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 yes. Yo, Fari, what's going on, sister? Peace and love, peace and love. Happy belated birthday. Another Virgo. So many Virgos in my circle, man. My family, my friends, a lot of fucking Virgos, man. Shout out to the Virgos. Shout out to the Virgos in my family, the Virgos who I'm close to. But guys, that's the show, man. I know it's a little bit heavy, but I love you guys. I appreciate you guys. Thanks for tuning in. Remember, I'm your boy, your host, LaShawn Sugar Morrison. This is episode 455 of SRDaily, 455 episodes. And please do join us right back here tomorrow, same time, same place, 9 a.m. to 9:30 a.m. Facebook Live, YouTube Live, and of course, Instagram Live. I love you guys. I appreciate you guys. Remember, it ain't getting knocked down. That's the problem. It's staying down. So get up! The power is in you. As always, be kind to yourself and be kind to each other. Peace and love.